What does it mean to speak to the mountain? What does it mean to speak to the mountain? Well, the first step to speaking to the mountain is to remove or to eradicate denial. You cannot successfully speak to the mountains in your life and get to the beauty of life until you speak to those mountains. One of the biggest mountains concerning many traditional men in America is that they are in denial about female nature. Human beings both have a dark nature. Men and women both have a dark nature. But the dark nature of women many times have been more or less hidden in obscurity or placed in a level of obscurity because for so long men have been trained to think and affirm and assume that women are sugar and spice and everything nice. But here's the problem with that. Women are human and they have a very dark nature. And just like your nature can be dark, their nature can be equally dark or darker to the point that you can lose yourself in life and in relationships. As you guys know of the young man, Aaron Sloan, he was slandered and he lost his job, as I spoke earlier. And he lost his job because he didn't realize or quite understand 100% the dark side of female nature. And so many times young men, because they haven't had the proper tutelage or the proper mentorship from other strong men, they fall prey to the nature of a woman. If you don't believe me, ask Samson. If you don't believe me, ask King David. If you don't believe me, ask a myriad of men that have fallen prey to the dark nature of a woman. And so you fall prey when you don't acknowledge or know what's going on, or you don't take the time to self-introspect. And self-introspection, guys, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to self-introspect, and many don't want to do the self-introspection. And so when other men come to train, teach, or advocate to other men about dark nature, many men don't want to listen because they're in denial about the dark nature of females. The second step, or the second mountain that's in your way from reducing your ability to meet your waterfalls, is your inability to be disciplined. You can't go to the mountaintop and see the beauty of the waterfall until you learn how to be disciplined. We all struggle with it, including myself. We all are guilty of it. But discipline is paramount if you want to get to the mountaintop. It's paramount if you want to reach the beauty of the mountain falls. There's a concept in therapy called mindfulness. And while I don't necessarily aspire for mindfulness or to mindfulness because it's Eastern meditation, I tend to more or less live in the now and be consistent with theology. And theology says, whatever place I am, I'll be content, or learning to live or anticipate the moment. And you learn to anticipate the moment by taking micro steps to your ascension. You got to take micro steps to your ascension if you're going to be successful. Many men are driven to be successful, but they don't enjoy the journey as they're trying to go to the mountaintop. If you're going to be successful in life, you got to enjoy the journey as you're going to the mountaintop, and you got to more or less take breaks so you won't be burnt out once you reach the pinnacle of your success. The next step, or the third step, that's stopping you from reaching the mountains in your life are negative people. If you're going to be successful in life, guys, I've learned the hard way. You have to cut some people off because they're baggage, they're energy vampires, and they can impede your progress from going to the valley or the pinnacle of success, which is this beautiful mountain fall or rainfall that we see now. Some of you men are just too loyal. You're too loyal to the women in your life. You're too loyal to your male associates. You're too loyal to your jobs. But Shakespeare said it better than me. He said, to thine own self be true. And the more you be true to yourself, the more you learn to be true to yourself, the more you will begin to get closer and closer to reaching the pinnacles of your success. If you see these young braves, these young kids at the waterfall, you got to remove certain people out of your life if you want to be successful, and you want to more or less learn how to more or less take out the noise. But you can't do that if you're a slave to loyalty. You can't do that if you are a slave to loyalty. The next step is understanding physical activity or keeping yourself in shape. Many men die before their time because they're not in good shape. They can't get to the waterfall or the pinnacle of the mountain because they're not in good shape. As you get older, your metabolism drops. And something I got to work on more consistently is working out more, going to bed earlier, and start doing more aerobics. I walk about 5 miles a day, but I could do a lot better myself. But being physically fit is going to be critical to helping you get to the waterfall or getting to the pinnacle of your life. Because as I told you guys earlier, your time on this earth is short. Tomorrow is not promised to no man. Many have died before their times because of stress, because of distress, because of negative people and negative associations. And so you can't get to the pinnacle of your life or the pinnacle of the waterfall if you don't learn how to deal with that particular barrier in your life. The fifth or the sixth step is having financial freedom. Financial freedom can move many mountains in your life if you are disciplined, as I said earlier. Theologians say that if a man lacked discipline, he will bring himself to poverty and shame. And then the last step is when it comes down to discipline, if a man lacked discipline, he'll bring himself to poverty and shame. But also, theology says that money is the answer to all things, but the love of money is the beginning of all kinds of evil. And so that's a sixth pinnacle, a sixth obstacle that's stopping you from getting to the mountaintop in your life. And then the last step is failure to surround yourself with sharp-minded and like-minded people. When you learn to surround yourself with sharp and like-minded people, then you can accomplish a lot more. If you don't have people in your life that are galvanizing you and sharpening you, it's going to reduce your ability to get to the mountaintop. I've had the privilege to be around people that have helped me professionally and given me concepts or keys to not only becoming a better man, but also becoming higher status. And so it's important that you surround yourself with black people, or men or women, but mostly brothers, that can help you reach the mountaintop. Your success is predicated many times on those you hang around. But if you hang around energy vampires, men or women, but especially some of these modern women, you're not going to be successful in life. One of the things you got to learn and understand, men, is that you're not an ATM machine. You have value, you have worth, and your dignity is more than just dealing with a bunch of nonsense. When you learn to equivocate that, when you learn to do it consistently, then you'll start and begin to seek the success you need to seek. As I said earlier, guys, life is a journey. Life is not promised to no man. But you can change or challenge the struggles in your life once you learn to acknowledge those people that are stopping you from being forward. So once again, guys, we're in the beautiful state of North Carolina, the greatest state in the Union, the Tar Heel State. We're at Maggie Falls and Bryson City, I believe. And once again, guys, the mountaintop is waiting for you. The valley is waiting for you. The good teacher, Jesus said, yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. And so until you learn to acknowledge those things that are stopping you from reaching the valley and reaching the mountaintop, you're not going to enjoy the fruits of the world and the fruits of the land. Remember this, men. Men were made to travel. We were made to conquer. We were made to see the beauty of the world. But if you're not disciplined, self-introspective, and more or less taking the right steps to get to where you need to get at, you'll never see the beauty of the world. So once again, guys, enjoy yourself. We're going to be signing off, guys. We're at Maggie Valley, the beautiful state of North Carolina. I'll see you soon, the Coach Commission. Take care.